Hey y'all, welcome to my channel, Mama Fox Studios. This is Missy, and we are continuing to build, almost done with, hopefully, our Magic House by Cute Bee. So I have it tilted for you. You can kind of see we've got the garden done up, our little book area. We've got our little centerpiece. That's gonna light up. So we've got a few things we need to build to put in these empty spaces. And then we've got to wire, and that's it. Although I will confess, I looked at like the finished product. I don't know if I'm happy enough with the amount of stuff they have in this little courtyard. I mean, maybe I'm spoiled by the ones that are like chaotic, but I like them. This is very organized, so we may be doing a little ad lib at the end of this video. We'll see. I'm gonna play it by ear, do it as they say, and then wire it and see it, and then make a decision. If we make some, I mean, I have beads, we can make potion bottles and just scatter them everywhere, right? So we will decide that when the time comes. But for now, we need to continue on by, you guessed it, we're gonna make some more books. We're gonna make our last 3 books here. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 3 books, but 2 wooden pieces each. Okay. Whoa. So we're just jumping in, cutting up these wooden blocks. Go ahead and stick them together, and then we'll pull our stickers, right? Whoop. Let me clean up the edges a little bit. Or just, you know, pull the wood right off. Whatever. Oh. Sorry, I forgot to turn off my alarm. Yeah, I gotta tell you guys, I just did something I hate when I do. So I finished my movie. I was like, yep, I'm gonna do video. See how close we can get to being done. And got everything set up. Got my pieces all where I needed them. Lights turned on. Got in my chair. Grabbed my phone and went, I wonder what the charge is. And sure enough, it was almost dead. Okay, well, I don't really want to wait for it to charge. I mean, I do have a quick charger, but it still takes a little bit of time. And you know, I was ready to start building, so I'll grab a brick. We have tons of bricks, especially around this house, but I myself have quite a few. I found one, and it's almost dead because I didn't put it on the charger last time I used it. And of course, I cannot find any of my other ones. When I went to Florida last, I took them all with me. And then when I got home and unpacked, I'm sure I tucked them somewhere. Because I just got the one I used out like last week. And I remember seeing the others, but for the life of me, I could not remember where they are. I looked in all the obvious places. So I was like, Mom, you got a charged up brick? She did. That just means that after this video, I have to find my bricks. What good are they if you can't find them to use them? Just gonna follow through on this custom of cutting out these sticker book covers. I don't know why I ever did that in the beginning. Anyways, I just didn't realize they would just peel off. Hey now. So now we do have 4 little stickers left, white ones, and I know that these are going to be for taping up our wires in the back, and I'll save these because I have used them on the other places, but I always reserve the right to use my own electrical tape, so we'll see if I use those or not. So we could do peel one. No, it's not the super glue. Why? Because I usually use super glue on book covers, but these stickers, if you have not watched the other ones where I've had trouble, these book covers do not stick very good, even though they're stickers. They just keep popping up. So, tried super glue, and that does not hold it either, but the aliens will. Come on. Oh, you're like right there. There it is. No, just nonsense. Okay, I was wondering if it, excuse me, it kind of looked like it could have been decent words, but nope. Don't twist. Nope, don't twist. And then just roll it around that not binding. It is a binding, but spine, the spine of the book. Oh, I can roll it around that edge. Sorry. Yes, my words have been crazy lost today. Again. So sorry if I get a little confused or can't remember what I'm trying to say. Please just bear with me. And our second little sticker here. Boy, these things just did not want to come apart. My dad pulled in, my dog's going nuts, mom's yelling at the dog. Typical Monday afternoon. Squeeze that together. So we just watched a movie. I can't remember the name of it. The five Dead Girls or something like that. You know, I've talked about liking when I don't guess the ending of a movie. Well, I had this one pegged, but except who survived? Yep, caught me off guard on that one. I kind of thought the second one to go was, or the one that I thought was going to be second to go, actually. Oh, I should have put that blue one first anyways. She was the survivor. Kind of like in, what was it, Scream, I think? When, was it Drew Barrymore was in the opening scene? No, not Scream. I Know What You Did Last Night. What movie was that? Where she was on the phone and everybody was so excited because Drew Barrymore was in it, and then she gets killed in the first scene. She gets chased out of the house and killed in the lawn. I do not remember what movie that was. Any of you know? Tell me in the comments, because I mean, I can see the scene where she's all running out of the house, that white t-shirt. Every guy was so jazzed about that. And then they catch her in the lawn and stab her, and everybody was so shocked. Okay, and now we need B150. What's B152? Is that? And 50 and B152. Oh. Okay, I don't. Okay. I just, sorry, processing here. Sorry. What is B32? And then I'll show you why I'm confused. B32 is the golden small frame. So we're going to pull out the hat. Come on. And a little golden small frame. Okay, now here's what I'm confused about. It says B50. Oh. Hold on. 53. 54. Okay, so B152 is the short one here. We're going to wrap it around. I'm like, why are all, and these are B153. These are going to go around the barrels. 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 3 on each barrel. Oh, I was like, wait, what? What am I supposed to do with all of those lines on that one hat? Nope, just the one line. Just the one line. That I can handle. These are not stickers though, so we do have to cut them out. Well, I thought I was going out, so I went in a little. I wasn't going out, but I did go in a little, so that's okay. We just have a little narrow patch in the middle. Not bad, not horrible. So this is like a little, like, not ceramic. It's a hard plastic though. It's oh. So just right above the bill of the hat. Really? I should have kind of curled the paper before I did this. I'm thinking. But you're flat on the bill, so there we go. Now you're on the wall. Just gonna take a little bit of patience. Oh, it's a song, huh? It's gonna take time, a whole lot of precious time. It's gonna take patience and time to do it, 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 to do it right. Child? Did it say child at the end? I don't remember. Wow, that's an oldie. I hadn't thought about that one in a while. But I gotta say, I am so glad they're not making us make a witch's hat. I suck at making witch's hats. I've made a lot of witch's hats. Okay, not a ton, but quite a few. And I think my last one was my best one, but my beginning ones, oh God, they were horrid. They were so bad you couldn't even tell they were witch's hats. So it does overlap. So I overlapped a little bit, and then I just put a touch on the end so I would know where to end, where, like, oh, I was pretty close with how far I judged it, but I didn't know if I would judge it right or not. Okay, so we have the little band around our hat, and now we're going to have the little hook off to the right. And we're going to put this little gold, hold on, that is not pushed in all right. Okay. This little metal, they called it a metal picture frame. It's a little tiny little picture frame, I guess, but we're going to use it as like a buckle on the front of the hat. That doesn't look right. See, their black is like so much taller that it sits in the middle of this frame, but the bottom of my frame almost covers the black, and that's not a low point. Like, that's not where I went in, and it's the actual size of that they made it. Okay, well, I leaned it a little bit so it's not 100% flat at the base, so that way it shows a little bit more of the black, but we'll see how it turns out. So, all right, now we got to make our chair. So we want A10, we need these 4 pieces. Back, seat, 2 legs. Ooh. They just want to come on out. And that is another one. Done, 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 done. I'm going to grab that dark blue marker I had, even though it's not perfect. It's, nope, 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 I almost screwed up. The sides are still brown. I keep forgetting that. And it just knocks that little bit of white from being attached off. So it's not so like, what is that little spot? Even though some of these won't be seen, I still just am a habit of doing them. Or not doing, I'm not saying I do this every single time. Sometimes I do forget, but I've been trying to be in the habit. Okay. So now we're going to put these centered so they're not all the way back or forward, but they are at the edge. And because we've gotten so good with this combination, I drop some super glue on there. Same thing on the other side. Now these, the seat does slant out a little. It's really hard to tell if they have it straight or following the line. I'm having it follow the line of the chair, which means it just pops out a little, it's a little bit slanted. Like I said, it's really hard to tell. And I don't think it will make a difference really on how it sits. There we go. So yeah, instead of them being like this, the legs like this, they're just a little bit like this. That's okay. And now with those little pointed pieces, yeah, see it? There we go. With the little pointed pieces are on the front, we're going to put the back on the back, obviously. Now there's not a decorative side on either one of these, so it can go either way. Okay, we have our little chair. Now we're just going to stack up 42, 40, 41, and then the hat on top. Okay, right in the center of the chair. not exactly in the center. It's a little bit, oh, I'm bent. I wonder why that looked funny. My back was like way in. It's a little bit to the front here, but you know, and this is again where that artistic license come in. Kind of stack them how you want. There's no bad way to stack these really. I've already looked, they are going to be kind of out in the open. And sitting off to the side, but kind of by itself. One, two, three, yep. So I'm just gonna stack them awkwardly, crazy, kind of how I like it. A little bit crooked. And then we're just gonna put our hat. I don't know where it's gonna hit on this book, so I'm just gonna, I know not right in the center, it's a little raised in the center. Oh, what if we haven't yet? Oh, I like that, but can we get it to do that? Can we get it to hang off a little bit? It might be too heavy. Oh, I don't think so. Oh. Wonder if the super glue would work. Oh, there we go. I kind of like that. It's kind of hanging off on the edge there. Yeah, I think it's gonna hold. Maybe not. I think it's pulling. Oh, and I just crunched my legs. Okay, so I did have to push it a little bit further onto the book. What was happening was she's slowly dragging down. So it is still a little bit off, but it's okay. So make sure those legs are straight. All right, and then we're gonna prop our broom against it. So we need B1-51. Oh, we gotta cut those out. And A50-6 from A9. This is our last one from here. Yep, another one bites the dust. Another form empty. Brown, use the brown on the sides. Now we do need to cut these out because one's going to get glued on each side. The little broom pictures of the broom. Yeah, it's kind of a cheating way out. Sorry, I gotta say I have made some awesome brooms. How I've made some really bad magician's hat. I've made some amazing witches brooms. I think so. A couple of different times. So there's one side. At least they do, just because it's going on a chunk of wood, they don't want you to cut individual, like a whole bunch of little strands. That would be a disaster zone. Almost done with this. Couldn't remember where I started. Okay, I think we got it. So almost have the tree set up, Christmas tree set up. We have all the white lights. I'm gonna put it on the paper. What am I thinking? We have all the white lights. The white and red ornaments. My mom has these little red truck ornaments with dash hounds in the back. So those, just 6 of those. Those are on. Some red bells. We do have some candy canes left to put on, but it's so hard in the daylight because the white balls like to just like almost glow, and then the red ones kind of get disappeared even with the lights on, but during the daylight it's really hard to see those red. So before we finish it off, we're going to wait for nightfall, and then we'll go ahead and turn the lights on and go, okay, here, you know, wherever need be, and that will be finished. And then I can put my gifts under it. They're all wrapped and ready to go. Somebody told me, you sure are anxious to have Christmas. I said, no, I'm just anxious to have Christmas over with. That's the only reason I'm looking forward to it, is just to get it over with. I just stuck that right to my finger. There we go. Okay, so we have our little broom, double-sided, and then it is going to just lean kind of just like right there on the chair, or somewhere around here, you know. So just glue it somewhere along the back. Again, I've seen where it sits. It's not really going to be that close to anything, so it doesn't have to be like right. I mean, I don't think I want it out all the way, you know. It's going to be in front of that back wall. Yeah, there's nothing there. But I'm just going to kind of stick it in middle-ish. Oh, come on. So here's the end of the handle. And you just want to make sure it's also on the floor. See, that's not on the floor, Missy. I moved it. So make sure you get the angle where it's on the floor. Okay, so now we'll set that over. Now we're going to use our last 2 mushrooms. Yay! Just because these things have been like, oh. Our last little newspaper here, B150. All we have left are these, and these are for the 2 barrels that we're going to make after this. Nope, there's that. I don't know where that goes. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Okay, we're going to Knew it was too good to be true. Never done with the flocking. Never, never, never. Touch more of this. The other strand of our paper rope, which we're going to have a ton of this stuff left over. And then our 2 mushrooms, which are right here. All right. Oh, no, and our 2, almost forgot the main part. And the black wire. Yep, I believe that's it. Oh, no. Couple pieces of this. Oh. Okay, so that I don't miss any parts, we're going to start at the beginning and work our way through, even though I have a lot of parts out here. So first of all, we're going to take this little flyer, little piece of paper, and we're going to just crunch it up. Remember how we crunched the other one that the book said on? Kind of the same concept, except no book. We're going to just have the stuff right on here. So I kind of want it crunched pretty good, especially the corners. Maybe a little more crunch than they show, but that's how I like it. There's kind of a pretty deep crevice in the center. So we're going to put some of the moss in that little crevice there. Well, kind of in the crevice in the center. Let's see how that looks. I mean, short of covering the whole paper, I don't think you really do too much. And we'll just because when I push it down, it kind of packs it in a bit. Now we're just going to unpack the non-stuck stuff off. That make any sense at all? Huh. There, and now we just have the stuck stuff on. Now, it says this should be at the end of it, but I'm not positive if I'm done with this. So, I mean, I'm done with this because if I use any, it will just be a tiny little bit. So we're going to leave this over to the side just until I decide. Now on this, we're going to stick our 2 mushrooms and then a couple, like one little, it says cut 2 pieces. This blue rubbery one, remember we put on the center of our, kind of on the walkway of our garden rooftop? Where's the other? It just shows one double. Okay. Kind of hard because you want to hold it down, but the paper is not flat because I crumpled it because we don't want it flat. Okay, are we ready to wait for some glue to dry? Because you know this takes... Oh wait, how did we do it last time? It was on different... Remember when we did the green felt, the grass? Not the flocking, but when we put all of our made flowers on the rooftop garden, they were plastic, but this is the plastic covered, maybe. We're getting pretty good with this combination of these two glues. And it's definitely the combination, because if you watch me put the other mushrooms on, it took forever. They kept falling over, and it was on the same material. And I've tried to use just super glue on this wire before, same wire, and it will not always hold. So I believe, it is definitely a combination of the two glues together. It gives it a quick, faster bond. Because look, those are always sticking up, standing up. So we've got the little, whoop, okay. Now get off my tweezers. Now we want to take, we need 6 pieces of 2 centimeters apiece. It does say 2, yeah. One, and honestly, I don't even need to. 2. And yes, you guys have been seeing me use scissors a lot more lately. And you know what I think it is? I finally got good scissors. I'm still not going to try to cut straight with them. Cut a straight line. But there's 4. I think before I had such a hard time because I had crappy scissors. And these ones are very sharp and very new. Okay, there's 6. So now, we're going to go back. And just like we did on the first, if you watched me make the first cauldron with the neon green mist fuzz coming out of it, we wrapped this around with enough to twist. Right, and then we did 2 little ones that we made little loops for and made them as handles on the sides. Okay. So here, there's a natural little lip on this cauldron, so we just want it to sit right underneath. Oh, wait. Whoa. Ah, la 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 la. I almost did it on the wrong one. Sorry. We're supposed to be building this in the smaller cauldron. And then it's going to set in the bigger one. Wow. I almost put all this stuff in the big one. Whoops. Go ahead and twist and then just cut off that excess because I don't need it so big. Actually, I guess we're going to do the same thing on the big one, not the handles on the side, but this. But so yeah, I mean, it's fine. So now we're going to take Irish 6. I'm going to do them before I put glue in. Oh, wait. Let me do the little handles first before I start putting stuff in it. So they give you a measurement of 0.6 centimeters, and I did not find that helpful last time. So I just kind of eyeballed it. And you want like a teardrop, and then just squeeze the end together. And if you're using, like I'm using the wire, these are not cutters, these are pliers, wire pliers. Round nose, needle nose, that's, so they taper down. So where you put them on here is going to change the diameter, therefore the size of your loop. So I just put it about halfway, maybe a little less. And I'm not expecting them to be perfectly the same. I just kind of want them close. And yeah, we're close. Okay, so I'm going to make sure that this is in the little twist is in the back. And then on each side, right. Now I'm not putting them on the wire. I'm actually putting them on the bucket, on the cauldron, just right underneath that wire. So the tips will go and make it look like they are hanging from that wire when they really aren't. These are a little bit bigger than my last ones, but that's okay. You know, each witch's cauldron can be different, as each witch is different, I'm sure. And then directly on the other side, same thing. And for whatever reason, they stick really, really good. It's really hard to see because it's black on black. But can you see the little handles? And then on the back is that little twist. So, okay. So without knocking those handles off until they dry, like I tried right there, we're going to now they're gonna kind of go, woo, not like that. Kind of along one side, because then our paper is gonna sit on the other side. Or something like, I kind of want it shoved in a little bit. Let's get some glue down on these. I'm just gonna put a bit of glue on. And I kind of want, so my thumb is on the back. So I kind of want them on the back and to one side, resting. So I'm going to put the glue on the opposite ends of the cauldron, so the tips will be there. And then a little bit on the rim, so they will sit against there. Whoop. A little bit too neat for me. What do I want to do? Now, how do we... without screwing up all the plants like I'm already doing. It kind of sits on there, I guess. Wonder if we bend up this side here. Okay, it fell off. But we're being super careful of our mushrooms, okay? We do not want to pull our mushrooms off. If I could. There's a little bit in there. Maybe, maybe not. Okay, let's put some glue in here. So where am I putting it? I'm putting it on the inside rim and the top of the rim over here in front. It's going to actually sit on those. Oh. Oh, come on, I almost had you. Almost had you. Where I wanted you. I just want this front to dip down a little. There we go, maybe. I don't like it. So it's going to just be a little bit flatter. A little bit pushed in, but not like it was. It's just, it won't sit like that. So that's what we end up with, which is fine. Like not as much as I wanted, but you know, I'm not gonna sit here for days and days and try to manipulate that piece of paper. My thought on the rest of the flecking was, do I want to do it on some of the grass or those sticks? But no, I don't. No, I don't. Okay. So now we are going to take the big one and, like I've already done and then not used, we're going to wrap the black wire around, leave enough to twist it tight. And I can't really do that by myself. These ones aren't long enough. I did the last one because they were like really long. And then push it down. We're not making handles for this one. So, but we are going to take and make some legs. And this is, you know what we're going to use for the legs? These itty bitty little metal screws that have been floating around in my drawer. Yep. All right, so let's get this together. So it is more kind of right around. There's a very light, you can't see it, but an inlaid circle. Just kind of around the outside of that circle. And they do have, this is kind of weird. I mean, not weird, but they do have the screw head on the cauldron. So it's only standing on the points, which that is the part I think is kind of weird. Just trying to even them out a bit. It stands, okay. And then we're just going to put the little cauldron a little bit crooked in the big one. Now, when I did it before, they kind of matched. It sat right down in there. But with that wire on, yeah, it gives it a little bit of a, enough to be, because I was like, I don't want it straight down in there. No way. So I don't know where this glue is going to hit. I'm just kind of going on the inside ledge on both sides. And see that little loop handle stops it there, and the wire that I bent down stops it there. So I like that. I'd like it a little bit more. There we go. Okay, now I got it, the angle that I wanted. Okay. So we have a little cauldron. And those were our other two mushrooms that we've been being so flipping careful of for so long now. Okay, and the paper looks better because it looks like it's like falling down because of the angle. Yeah, that works. All right, are we? Yeah, we are at an hour. You know, I would say we could push it and let's make the canister or the barrels and then place them, but no, I think we're gonna stop because, and I'll tell you why. We still have to wire, okay? And I thought about pushing it, finishing this, placing them, because there's really only 3 things we're placing for, well, a little arrangement for the owl thing, but not much. And then wiring it. It would be a bit of a longer video, but it would finish it. But what if I decide, like I think I'm leaning towards, that I'm not going to be happy with the amount of items they have on the final product, and I'm going to want to make like even just some little potion bottles and lean all around the floor. I think I'm gonna. So because of that, I'm not going to push this video. We may push the next one because I'm really wanting to finish on the next one. I'm hoping. So that note, I really hope you have a great rest of your day or evening, whichever the case may be for you at the time you're watching this. Thank you so entirely much for watching this. I really appreciate it. You don't even know how much. I'm having so much fun. This is such an unexpected build for me. said it before, I thought it was going to be a cakewalk, and whew, this thing has given me a run for my money on some places, and so much longer. I think we're at, we're in our 20s. I forgot what number we are, but we're in our 20s, that's for sure. So yeah, come visit me next time on what I'm assuming is going to be our final video. We'll wire everything up, make our barrels, put it all in, and then decide if we need more or not, okay? All right, well, I really, 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 really appreciate you guys. I had so much fun. And catch me on the next one. Thanks, guys. Bye.